On Minnesota's North Shore, the days move slow. But the memories last forever. We're taking a week to truly get away from it all, living out of our tiny cabin on wheels and roaming the backcountry. Taking in every little moment along the way. So join us for this special time as a family as we immerse ourselves in the crown jewel of our state. This is Tiny Cabin Life. We're in the Superior National Forest in northern Minnesota, gearing up for about a week-long adventure up here. We're set up in our tiny cabin on wheels here next to this remote lake, and this trip is a pretty big deal. It's my first time ever camping out with my daughter Olivia by myself. The plan is to spend a couple of days together here before Rylie joins us for the second 2/3 of this trip. Now, if any of this looks familiar to you, it's because this is an extended cut of an adventure that we took a little over a year ago. I'm taking a much-needed vacation with my family to Florida, and so putting together this feature-length episode is allowing me to take a week off. So I really appreciate your understanding, and don't worry, I've added some extra footage and breathed a ton of new life into this adventure, so it's definitely worth the watch. Look at this kid go. She's really becoming a little hiker, that's for sure. Believe it or not, there are about 2,000 lakes in the Superior National Forest. Nearly all of them were carved out by the last glaciers. They have exceptional water quality and a wilderness character, which makes them very appealing to explore. Now, before we really get out there, I'm going to whip us up a little bit of breakfast here in the cabin. Whipping up some sausage and eggs for us this morning. I'll probably just give it to Olivia as is, but I might have to roll mine into a breakfast burrito. Thank you for this time together, Lord. Protect us and help us to have a great time. It's in your name we pray. Amen. Good job. Nothing like a breakfast burrito at the cabin. Just an amazing view, too. What I really love about this place is that the cabin generally stays the same, but the view out this window is always changing. After breakfast, we headed down to the lake to do some swimming. Like our dog Ellie, Olivia seems to be very drawn to the water, and it's a lot of fun to see her out there. Does it feel good? really think it's important to give her this like supervised independence by letting her play in the water by herself. It's only up to her shins, you know, I'm able to watch her, but it really gives her confidence, you know, to like explore and try new things, and I think that's really cool. Good job.
Before heading out to do some hiking, I thought we could take a little nap inside the cabin, but Olivia has other plans.
Up.
Well, I've been trying to get someone to take a nap for the last 2 hours, and as you can see, it's not happening. So we're gonna go for a hike. I know she's gonna fall asleep in the car. We're gonna go hike up to a cool overlook and then possibly check out this old chapel up here. You ready to go?
Go.
Yeah?
Go upstairs.
All right, let's go. As I assumed, she conked right out. So once we get to this trailhead, I think I'm gonna have to wake her up if she doesn't wake up by then, but we'll see.
Thankfully, the drive was a little over a half hour, so she got a good nap in, and now we were ready to hit the trail.
All right, let's give this a shot.
We're headed up to White Sky Rock, which is a short but sweet hike to a beautiful overlook of Caribou Lake. While it's only about a quarter of a mile up to the overlook, you still gain almost 300 feet of elevation. And with little Olivia on my back, I gotta say, it feels a little steep at times.
So far, so good with the bugs, but I have to imagine if we stop, they're gonna be bad. Ellie, Olivia's calling you. You ready for the view, kid? I know I am. Pretty cool, huh?
Caribou Lake is a beautiful body of water here in the Superior National Forest. It's a relatively accessible lake here, which makes it great for recreation.
Well, that was pretty awesome. It's funny, I'm used to being able to pop up the drone and, you know, do all different types of shots and whatever, and this has been very humbling, maybe? I don't know, you know, having this kiddo on my back. It kind of limits me to this camera I'm holding here and the one on the tripod. So hopefully you guys got a taste for that view and got to sink into it like normal.
Now with the hike out of the way, we're gonna head to one of my favorite places here on the Caribou Trail. It's called Cathedral of the Pines, and it's just a beautiful church on the shore of a lake.
All right, so here is the church. We're gonna get out and just take a look. We'll leave Ellie in here with the air going because we won't be very long. It's pretty cool, huh? I just love checking out these churches that are up in the mountains or in the woods. Again, I really feel a strong connection to God when I'm out in these places, and so the fact that there are churches here, it just, you know, it's just so fitting, and they're always extremely beautiful. Well, guys, we had a nice little nap when we got back, which is good and bad. It's good in the sense that it felt good to get some rest, but I'm hoping that she goes to bed at her usual time because she slept a little bit more than usual. So, but it's time for dinner now, and so I'm gonna whip up some chicken fried rice, and it's been a while since I've done this. It's gonna be good. Oh yeah. So in my opinion, the secret to good fried rice is garlic, butter, and soy sauce. If you have those in there, it's gonna be good. We're starting Olivia off with something else because the rice is too hot. Guy's gotta do what he's gotta do, you know.
Before we knew it, the sun had set and it was about time for bed.
I love you. See you in the morning. All right, everybody, I want to take a quick pause in the adventure so I can tell you about this week's video sponsor, Factor. You guys all know that I'm constantly trying to live a healthy, active lifestyle. I'm always out hiking, paddling, and doing anything else that I can in nature. A lot of times when I'm out on these adventures, I have so many things planned that I don't have time to cook, and mostly that's during lunchtime. And so what I love about Factor here is it allows me to have a good quality meal very, very quickly. If I'm editing all day or have other things to take care of, I can just pop one of their meals in the microwave for 2 minutes only, and then I can keep going with my day. What I love too about Factor is their variety. They've got an expanded menu, making accomplishing your wellness goals even more exciting. And these are chef-crafted, restaurant-quality meals too. They've also got 2 times more seafood meals and 2 times more high-protein meals, so whatever you're looking for, you're probably gonna find it. And I love that they allow you to do some customization too. So for instance, if you don't like pork chops, you could swap swap in chicken instead. And the food is absolutely delicious. I've been loving these egg bites here. They're such a great way to start the day. And this stroganoff style beef burger was honestly incredible. I've also been enjoying their juices. It's just another way to get some quick nutrition on the go. But I think more than anything, what's comforting to me is knowing that each meal is nutritious and balanced. So if you want to check it out, you can head to factor75.com or click the link below and use the code TCLFB50 to get 50% off plus free breakfast for 1 year. That's code TCLFB50 at factor75.com to get 50% off plus free breakfast for 1 year. And with that, let's get back to the adventure. After some much needed rest, we were up and at it to start another day of adventure. Good morning, guys. We've got a pretty fun day ahead of us. Going on another short hike up to a peak. Very short. But afterwards, we're headed to the Lutsen Mountains to ride the gondola, which is going to be so awesome. I've never done it before, and I think she'll really enjoy it. I'm also planning to hopefully get to Lake Superior. We're going to go to a beach and let Olivia just run around. Same with Ellie. So should be pretty sweet. Before heading out, we decided to go for a little walk around the camp here. You are fast. Look at her bug bite. Got her good, but you know what's funny about Olivia? She could care less about mosquitoes. Like, we have to protect her, obviously, but like when she gets bit, she doesn't even care. She's a wild woman. No, sweetie, we can't go in the water right now. Just Ellie can. Ellie knows what she's doing. Well, guys, I think it's about time we pack up for the day and get to this hike. All right, so we are off. We're headed to Britton Peak trailhead. Very short hike to the top of the peak, but there are also mountain biking trails there. So if you're into that, you should definitely check that out. So as you can see, we got a lot of mountain bikers here. I have to imagine that's the main draw. Yeah, look, all the mountain bikes. The hike up to Britton Peak is very short, only about a quarter of a mile from the trailhead here. However, once again, it is very steep, much more in fact than the hike we did yesterday. She loves this so much. So great. Wow. Beautiful. You get stunning views from the top of Britton Peak here. Directly in front of us is Carlton Peak, which you can reach from the same trailhead. And then, of course, way off yonder is Lake Superior, the largest freshwater lake in the world. right, so we are on our way up to the Lutsen Mountains ski area, which is where I'm hoping we're gonna hop on the gondola. I've never done this before, but it takes you up into the Sawtooths, Minnesota's only mountain range. But no, this is gonna be really great. I'm really excited for this, and this is one of those special things that I was really looking forward to on this trip, is, you know, taking the little one up on the gondola. All right, guys, here we go. This is gonna be great. The river. Wow, all right, we made it. So cool, Olivia. Well, guys, we're on our way back down sooner than I was expecting, and it's because a big storm is supposedly on its way. The weather has been saying that it was going to be clear this entire time we were up here. Now we're expected to have thunderstorms from about now until 9 or 10 p.m., so it's going to be interesting. Well, guys, the storm has kind of died off. We're getting some rain every now and then, but for the most part, it has passed. And it's good timing because this little one's awake, and we got to make some dinner.
I'm making a classic for dinner tonight. Just some good old-fashioned burritos.
With the thunderstorms behind us and Olivia asleep in her crib, I decided to come outside and have a campfire.
Well, it's been a pretty incredible couple of days up here. I had no doubt that we'd have a good time, but I had no clue it would be this special and this meaningful. For the longest time, I used to do stuff like this by myself. So, having my daughter along, it's just awesome.
The next morning, we woke up and said goodbye to our beautiful campsite. We spent the next part of the day in town gathering supplies and packing our bags for the next leg of this adventure. Rylie drove up from the cities and met us there as well, and so we headed to the Poplar River campground to get one last night of sleep in this cabin before heading to the Superior hiking trail first thing in the morning. We're heading out on Rylie and Olivia's first backpacking trip. Our destination is Boreal Backcountry Cabins, a unique backcountry camp located right off the Superior hiking trail. And so while we have to haul in our food and some gear, thankfully we've got a nice cozy cabin waiting for us.
We are headed out on baby's first backcountry trip, as well as Rylie's, so this is kind of a big deal.
Super excited. I've always wanted to do one of these, and I feel like a 3-mile hike-in is a good start for somebody who's never done this before.
Olivia, what do you think of the trees? So our destination right now, they're the only hike-in cabins that I'm aware of really in this area. They've got a ton of these hike-in cabins and backcountry cabins out west, but not so much here. And so this is a special experience and we're really looking forward to it. The trail itself is marked by these blue streaks on the trees as well as other signs. That's what lets you know you're still going the right way. How's it feel with your pack?
Feels great.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's not too heavy.
That's great.
Yeah.
After going about halfway, we decided to stop for a little bit of lunch on the trail.
All right, so we have some nice meat and cheese. Check this out, maple blueberry meat sticks.
Really good.
Check out the blueberry in there. That's incredible.
Yeah, we got a lot of rocks, don't we? So we got a little stream here. In the springtime, I bet you this thing is roaring. We've been really climbing here towards the end of this thing. Going straight up this hill.
What does the sign say?
Look.
0.4 miles ahead. All right, let's close it out.
Do it.
And so after a very short little jaunt off the trail, we finally reached Boreal Backcountry Cabins.
We made it. There's one of the cabins. That is not the one we're staying at.
So cool.
Screened in porch. That is beautiful. It's so cool how you could just be hiking this trail and just pull off like we did, and you're at this like really cool backcountry camp. I think it's awesome. Totally off grid too. Here's our cabin. Beautiful.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
This is great.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, and they have a bed for Ellie.
That's amazing.
Wow.
This is perfect.
Isn't this great?
Yes.
The camp here has everything that you need for a comfortable stay. You've got a fire ring outside, as well as a solar shower, which I have to imagine is very appreciated by thru hikers. There is a dedicated well for drinking water, and a really nice outhouse for all of your bathroom needs.
All right, so here's a little overview of the cabin we just kind of got unpacked. You've got a queen size bed down here, and then a twin up there. You've got a nice little like desk over here, and there's some pots and pans and other things that you need down below, but then I've just got all my camera gear set up here. And then on this side of the cabin, you've got a nice little table for eating. We've got a little cook stove similar to what we use in our cabin. And then this is all the food and stuff that we brought. So tonight we're going to be having some pasta with some meat and bell pepper in there. You can turn on the light. And then there is even an outlet in here for charging your phone. All of which is completely off grid. They have all of this power via solar, and we've got our own dedicated panel out behind the cabin. And then they do have heat. We've got some propane heat coming in. And then you've got this amazing screened in porch. This is where I'm going to be hanging out very, very soon.
Here, I have more for you. Here. Ready? Go.
You guys, we have wild raspberries right outside the cabin. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Nice little snack right outside the front door. Oh, it's good. And there's tons over here. Let's get some more. You want more? Can you say please? Can you say more, please? Okay, all right. Let's go check out these other cabins. Come on. I love all the natural light inside this one. You still have 2 bunks. You've got, queen size and twin up there, and some pots and pans. Pretty great. Ooh, you guys take a look. They have raspberries here too. You want one more raspberry?
No.
No? Okay.
With nothing else really to do but relax, I figured it was time to get a campfire going.
You're a good doggy.
So nice.
Yeah, it is. So nice having, mosquitoes be at bay for once.
Yeah, definitely.
Mommy.
So Rye's whipping up one of my old backpacking go-tos. We're doing some pasta with summer sausage. Now, the summer sausage is key because you get a little meat in there, and it's okay if it's not like refrigerated and you don't have to like cook it. Olivia, come here.
She doesn't know. She doesn't know who to go to. You just pulled her in. You pulled her in.
Olivia straight up fell asleep, so Rye's gonna be putting her to bed right now, and I'm gonna finish up cooking. We're gonna eat on the porch.
Lord, thank you for this time together. I pray that you just protect us. We love you. Amen.
Yeah. This looks really good.
It is really good,
Yeah, it is.
especially after our hike today.
Good morning. No, that's Ellie's water. Good morning. Let's get some coffee.
Baba.
After a great day at the cabin and some much needed rest, it was finally time to pack out and head back down the trail. Rylie and Olivia successfully completed their first backpacking trips, and I know at least Rylie felt very accomplished by that. And so with the second leg of our adventure completed, we headed back to the Poplar River campground for one last day and night here on the North Shore. I'm starting off the day doing a little bit of fishing down at the river. The Poplar here is a Class 1 trout stream, meaning it's a great habitat for trout, and therefore we should have a decent chance at least of catching one.
So far I'm having just terrible luck here. I've been trying for about an hour and have had no hits, nothing. You would think this would be a gold mine, you know, you've got a nice big hole, it seems, coming around this bend in the river. Nothing's happening right now, so I think we're gonna move downstream a bit. We'll see if something's hanging out in there, maybe. Just had a first bite, so this is definitely a spot. We're gonna try this a little more. Nothing yet. I've only had one bite and it was in this pool. Yeah, I'm gonna try a little bit more and then I'm gonna come up for breakfast.
Okay. We're gonna go up and get to the
Okay, sounds good. Man, nothing's happening. I think I gotta call it for now. Later tonight, I definitely want to try the Temperance River and see if maybe we have some better luck there.
Back at the cabin, I heated up some old leftovers and added some egg to make a perfect little breakfast burrito.
I like to think that the leftovers from tacos and burritos are almost better than when they're fresh, especially when you add eggs.
To start things off today, we're heading over to the Caribou River to hike into a pretty impressive waterfall. It's a fairly short hike that should be perfect for the whole family, and we're really looking forward to it.
Hi, sweetie. Wow. Take a look at the river. So this is a short little hike up to Caribou Falls. It starts off by the river, and then you make your way up to the top of the canyon and then back down. Yeah, let's check it out. Oh yeah.
Look at that, Olivia.
That is stunning. Holy cow. So this is the Caribou River, and it's actually flowing pretty decent right now, especially for it being autumn. I think it's maybe because of all the rain that we've had this season, but seeing this view is giving me hope that maybe the falls are going to be a little more impressive than I was expecting. Oh yeah, look at that. So we're definitely on top of the canyon now.
Whoa.
Yeah, whoa, I agree.
From up top, the trail then works its way down to the river again, where you eventually meet the falls. Caribou Falls drops almost 40 feet down from the canyon into this little basin here. The gorge surrounding the falls is made up of basalt rock, which is dark volcanic rock, giving the falls a very dramatic contrast. The pool here is actually fairly deep, making it a pretty good spot to jump in and take a dip.
Unreal. Hi guys! Olivia! Hi! Alright, let's get a little closer to this thing. Oh my gosh! I said it many times before, the power of water is just so fascinating to me. How it carves out canyons like this, works its way through solid rock. This current's pushing me away, so I'm gonna head back to shore.
After drying off and enjoying the falls a little bit longer, we headed back to the car to go to our next destination of the day.
Well, that was pretty sweet. But we have one more stop before heading back to the cabin. We're gonna go to Sugarloaf Cove, which is supposed to be a real beautiful spot right on Lake Superior. So we're just gonna hike down there and see what it's like. There's supposed to be some like cool rock formations, and yeah, it should be really, really pretty.
This is Sugarloaf Cove, a 34-acre preserve here on the shore of Lake Superior. It's
It's made up of cobblestone beaches, and like Caribou Falls, it features ancient lava flows, very, very old rock.
So this is the open lake shore right here. And you can definitely see that it gets a little bit more turbulent on this side. I just love the colors of the rocks down here. They are gorgeous. Lake Superior is the largest of the Great Lakes, and it's absolutely one of a kind. To have a body of water and scenery like this in northern Minnesota is just, it's wild.
After arriving back at the cabin, I gathered my fishing gear to head out for one last chance to catch a trout. This time, however, I'll be going to the Temperance River, another Class 1 trout stream in the area.
All right, now that the family is all home and relaxing, we're gonna head over to Temperance River to see if we can snag a couple of trout.
The Temperance River is almost 40 miles long. The mouth of the river features no sandbar, which is unusual for other rivers flowing into Lake Superior. Many sections of the river feature trout like brook trout, brown trout, and of course rainbows as well.
Got one. Little baby guy, but hey, it's a start. Got one. Oh, he got away. Dang it. Man, these are minnows basically. See that guy? Very, very small. Well, we caught a couple of tiny little guys, but honestly, it's a little disappointing. I was hoping we'd catch something a little bit bigger over here, but it's all part of fishing, you know. The plan now is to head back to the cabin and light a fire. It's our last night on the North Shore. It is such a beautiful night. The temperature dropped a bit, and so mosquitoes actually went away, so I'm able to just sit here and relax, which is so needed.
What?
Making coffee.
Sure.
Coffee. Coffee.
Chicago.
morning, guys. It's been a great trip, but we are ready to get home. As much as we love being out in the travel cabin, we definitely get a little homesick, so looking forward to getting back home too.
Well, this was definitely a trip of firsts. I got to take Olivia out by myself for the very first time, and it was such a special experience. And then, of course, Rylie and Olivia got their first backpacking trip in, and we got to spend some meaningful time as a family relaxing around that cabin, and of course, getting out on the trail and enjoying the shoreline of Lake Superior. And so with that, I think we're going to wrap things up. I want to thank all of you for watching this longer, reimagined cut of a previous adventure. Editing together this extended cut will allow me to take a week off from filming and go on a very needed vacation with my family to Florida. But don't worry, next week we've got a brand new adventure for you. The fall colors are absolutely popping here in northern Minnesota, and we're heading up into the Sawtooth Mountains to check them out. I want to give a special shout out to our patrons who generously donate to this channel, but to all of you who watch these videos, thank you so much. You're all the reason that we get to go out on these adventures and share them with you, and we're extremely grateful for that. And so with that, I'm signing off. We'll see you guys next week. God bless.